Hi peeps. More evidence of courage in the chaos. These two representatives, Representative Luna from Florida, a Republican, and Representative Peterson, a Democrat from Colorado, put together a bipartisan proposal which would allow representatives to vote by proxy for 12 weeks after the birth or adoption of a child. Speaker Mike Johnson and the Republican Party were not in favor of this legislation, and he refused to allow it to come to the House floor for a vote. So these two women took matters into their own hands and were able to secure 218 signatures for a discharge petition that forced the proposal to the House floor yesterday, despite Republican leadership resistance. Johnson then attempted to block the initiative by tying it to a procedural rule that included unrelated GOP priorities. Unfortunately for him, these 9 Republicans, along with all the Democrats, rejected the rule, resulting in a 206 to 222 defeat. This was an embarrassing setback for Speaker Johnson, and he was not happy about it. Johnson's failure to block the measure really started to expose some of the divisions that were seen in the Republican Party. And then his aggressive tactics did not play out well, especially with some moderate Republicans who felt that this deserved its own standalone vote. In addition, the defeat really derailed other GOP priorities for the week because Johnson canceled all legislation that was going to be voted on this week on the House floor. And there were some significant bills on the docket this week. Number 1, a bill to undermine the ruling of federal judges. The Republican Party is not happy to see that Republican judges are not voting in the majority favor. And as a result, they are trying to pass a law now that essentially says when a federal judge makes a ruling, it can only apply in the location of that particular court. So in essence, it is removing federal jurisdiction from federal judges, which is incredibly insane and unbelievable. Secondly, the SAVE Act. Many of you have been hearing about that. Essentially, this is a bill, that would make it harder to vote. If you changed your name, you could be blocked from voting altogether. And it would also require people that were serving overseas to return home and physically register to vote in person. And there was also another bill that would increase overdraft fees and get rid of caps on overdraft fees at banks, meaning that on your worst day, when you were overdrawn in your account, now you get hit with a much higher fee. Johnson canceled all further votes for the week, leaving the House in gridlock as the leadership is trying to scramble for next steps. But the discharge petition ensures that the proxy voting proposal will come up for vote within 2 legislative days when Congress reconvenes next week. So let's wait and see what happens.